Alright, hey guys, 8 Byte Brian here, and I wanted to share with you guys today something very, very special to me. I'm sure a lot of you who watched my channel over the years probably wonder why I put out videos week after week of comic books, toys, flea markets, and video games. I have such a strong passion for my hobby and what I do. I'm sure a lot of you wonder where my inspiration and my passion comes from, and I'd like to share that with you today. In 1984, my parents bought for me this amazing toy at Christmas of 1984. It was a remote-controlled gold tank, and it was big enough to where you could put G.I. Joes or Masters of the Universe figures in, and I could have wars with my other figures and like run over Skeletor and have He-Man in the cockpit and G.I. Joe, my Secret Wars figures, and it was as big as your imagination could possibly come up with. And I remember getting that for Christmas, and it was my favorite toy for years and years and years. It had guns that lit up, and the little laser lights came on and made sound effects, and it even had a remote control that looked like a walkie-talkie that that I pretended to talk into, and I would pretend to give commands to He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, or whoever the good guys were in the tank in my adventures that I was having. And I don't really remember it being like a branded toy, but I remember for years and years as a 6-year-old kid growing up, I had so much fun with that toy. That was bar none my favorite toy. I got name brand stuff like Masters of the Universe and Transformers and stuff, and this wasn't really a name brand toy, but I had just as much fun with it as anybody would, getting a Castle Grayskull or a USS Flagg or a Technodrome or whatever, what have you, getting a Megatron or an Optimus Prime, and I had just as much fun with that. As the years went on, of course, I would end up losing the toy, as I would grow up, and I never knew where it went. And as I got older and started graduating high school, I started looking through some old photos, and I happened to find it. And I'll show the photo on screen here shortly. My first time remembering it was probably in around 1995 or 1996, I'm sure, as I got old enough to finally be wistful of my early childhood memories. And at that time, I wondered to myself, what was this toy that I had played with so many years ago? Time had passed so fast that the name and brand and almost all the details of it had been forgotten. But time moved on, and I got a couple of different jobs, got a career, was in a few relationships, and, I moved on from it. It wouldn't be till much later, until the early 2000s, 2003 to 2005, that I would renew my interest in collecting again, starting with Transformers and Star Wars and various things of the like, mainly sparked on by Episode 1 coming into theaters. So as the years would go by, I would go back and I would find this photo again, and I'd always wonder, what was that toy that gave me such great joy? As I got more into mainstream collecting and started going to conventions and finding toy stores, I would ask shop owners and show them the picture and say, hey, have you ever heard of anything like this? Have you ever seen anything like this? Does this ring a bell? Do you know, who would have made it? Nobody had any idea what I was talking about. No one had ever heard of or seen this toy ever before. I went on eBay countless times, searching and searching, just putting in any keywords that I could think of. Remote control, gold tank, gold space tank, just something to find anything of it. Just another photograph that matched mine, just to know that I wasn't going crazy and the thing actually existed. I never once found a single photograph in almost 20 years. No one had any idea what I was talking about, and I was sure that the toy that I had loved so much so many years ago was just a distant memory, a ghost of the past that I would never remember and never see again. A few months ago, the person who came the closest to remembering anything of the toy that I had loved so much was the shop owner of the Big Kid toy store in New Egypt. I showed him the picture and described it to him, and he said, "You know what?" He said, "You might want to look up Echo Toys." He says, "That seems like something that they would have made." Unfortunately, I got busy with work and I forgot the name. As time went on, I keep searching eBay every now and then, a couple times a month, scrolling through hundreds and hundreds of listings, probably thousands of listings since 2010, scouring eBay trying to find it. And I was just certain that I would just never see it again. I would just never know of all the toys that I found, of all the toys that I collected. I would never hold it in my hands again or never even know the name of what it was that brought me such joy. Finally, a few nights ago, I went on eBay, and out of the clear blue, I typed in some search terms for gold tank, and to my utmost disbelief, there was a listing on eBay. To my almost utter complete disbelief, about a year ago, there had been one that had sold out in Michigan. But what made this one special and this one unique is that this was sold in New Jersey. And I grew up in New Jersey. This listing was from New Jersey. I said, "Oh my God," I said, "there's a really good chance that this is my toy," because no one at any convention that I've gone to, going to RetroCon, places where there's thousands of toys, vendors who have seen thousands, if not millions of different toys, you would think somebody somewhere would have seen something that resembled it. The only other clue I had aside from then was I asked my mom, and she said, "Oh yeah, I think we bought it at Best department stores." And not Best Buy, but if you remember, like Caldor and Clover, there was a department chain called Best Stores in the mid-1980s. That's where they bought this toy from at Christmas of 1984. So other than that, I had no information on it. So seeing as how so many people had never heard of this, had no idea what I was talking about, because, most people would know of like G.I. Joe and the Terradrome and, the more popular play sets. This was just some unbranded toy that, a lot of kids probably never saw or never got for Christmas. I truly believe that I have finally found my toy from my childhood house almost 35 years ago. Would be the last time that I played with it. So this is the first time that I'm going to see that toy again. Just came here today from eBay, and I wanted to open that and share that with you guys today and just share my story. So I am going to unbox that now, and this is the first time that I will have seen or touched this toy in almost 35 years, since I was a little 6-year-old kid. So I'm going to open that now. And I got the box here, and yeah, if this seems like it's kind of an emotional thing, it is. This is like my holy grail. Everybody has the one thing that they're looking for. This is what I've been looking for time out of mind, for almost 5 to 7 years of scouring flea markets 2-3 times a week. It's always been in the hopes that I would come across this. I found some of my other toys that I played with and things that I had as a kid, but this was always the end goal. Above and beyond anything else was to find this. This is why I hunted. This is why I make my videos. This is why I have my channel. So without any further ado, let me go and open up this little box of wonder. Here we go. One side done. Good tape. Thank you to the people on eBay who did a good job protecting this and making sure it was sealed up. Final piece. It seems to be wrapped up really well. You can see all the bubble wrap in there. So here we go. I'll tilt it towards the camera so you guys can actually see me take it out of the box. And this is the first time in 35 years that I've laid eyes on this and touched it. And it's big. I can feel the remote control coming loose. I don't want to drop it. And I will do a video on... Wow, that's the first part of it. That's speechless. Later on, I'm just kind of overwhelmed. Like I said, this is my holy grail that I have been searching for over a decade. And I don't have the batteries for it right now, but I will put them in. Let's move the box out of the way. There it is. My God. I never thought I would see the day where I would know what this is, let alone hold it back in my hands again. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are saying, okay, well, how the hell do you know this is yours, right? Well, in all honesty, I don't. But after going to countless conventions and countless toy shows and asking hundreds of people, being this came from New Jersey, where I grew up, and that nobody else played with this or heard of it or ever knew what it was, I mean, it just has to be. It's such a good probability that this could have been my original. I wish I had wrote my name on it or something so I would know for sure, but God, yeah, this is mine. I mean, nobody else would have had one of these. So I'll give you guys a better look at it. There's the remote. And then these two up here, you would have shot the lasers, and then these controls would have moved the treads. You can see the tank treads. And it has these claws that you can move up and down and you can grab things with. And you have the front cockpit here that you can open up. You can put figures and stuff inside. And then you can put figures in there, or you can have them sit in the back hatches. There's another back hatch here. I can get that open. Now, I don't want to move anything to possibly break anything, so I'm being very, very careful with this. And so to answer the mystery of what this toy is called, it is called the Echo Toys Bridge Striker, made in 1983. These are the laser guns that would have fired. And yeah, I mean, this is it. There's a few other toys in my collection that I would still like to complete, but this is it. This is what I've searched for almost 2 decades. And to see this again and to hold it again is just unreal and unbelievable. So I just wanted to share that with you guys today. Something to me that this is just an unbelievable achievement that I never thought I would find searching forever. But yeah, this is why. This is the reason for my channel. My love of toys came from this, because I mean, the fact that you could put your He-Man figures in this and everything like this was easily my favorite toy. It was just so much fun to play with. So, I can't describe how happy I am to finally see this and to hold this again. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. So, please tell me your stories. Is there something out there that you guys are hoping to one day find? Do you have a favorite toy that's just maybe lost to time and you don't know what happened to it? You don't remember the name of it, but you remember those great memories that it gave you. Definitely share that in the comments below. Share your story. I absolutely want to hear that. And thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for supporting my channel so much over the years. And, this is just keep your dreams alive. If there's a Grail piece out there, whatever it is, if it's Thundercats, if it's He-Man, if it's G.I. Joe, keep looking. No matter how hard it seems that you'll never find it, keep looking. One of these days, you'll come across it. And this is the proof. So guys, thanks for watching. I didn't mean for this to take such a such an emotional turn, as most of my videos are so lighthearted and fun. But again, I just wanted to share something with all of you that is extremely special to me. So from me to all of you, very happy toy hunting, and I will see you again in the next video.
Hey guys, if you liked the video that you just watched, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, and you can follow me at Facebook at King of Retro or Twitter at #8ByteBrian. See you next time.